the great delight and privilege to hear the activist and author Julia Butterfly Hill in Toronto. Has anybody heard Julia speak before? Read her books, heard her story? About 20 years ago, when she was in her late 20s, she climbed a redwood tree in California to protest this clear-cutting of a redwood forest. And she climbed this redwood tree and lived in it for 2 years. And her experience in that time she recounts in many of her books and her poetry. And when I heard her in Toronto a couple of years ago, she talked about how really what struck her the most about this experience was the fact that when she was cut off from all of the devices, all of the screens, all of the ways that we seem to connect with one another, she said, I really came to the conclusion that what we suffer from in our world right now is the disease of disconnect. Because we've grown into this cultural narrative where we have all of this stuff for convenience and technological advances, but really, she said, we throw a lot away. And she said, I realized there is no away. And as she sat drinking from her recyclable cup and her travel mug, and she said, you know, it's just the choices that we make, because we are on a really, really serious razor's edge on this planet. Every single choice we make makes a difference. And the next day, as I was walking to get my coffee, and I realized I'd left my travel mug in the car, and I was in Toronto, I'd walked 3 blocks, and I stopped, and I went, wait a minute, no, I am not getting a paper cup with a plastic lid. And I walked back through 3 lights and tons of traffic, and I just decided in that moment to make that change. And I think the place that we connect is when we stop and we really just think, how much do we already have? What really matters the most? And music has a way of reminding us of what that is.
How many pairs of shoes do you need? How many cars, how many square feet? Is it a case of want or need? Or are we awash in an ocean of greed? Fashion or fortune, we've all been seduced. More is better, and so we consume, living a lie of endless supply. Clock is ticking, we cannot deny. The choice is ours, now is the time. Enough already, enough already, enough, enough, enough already. We're living a life of endless supply. The time has come to simplify. Mother Nature stands at the door. Every day we come asking for more. Soon she'll say the cupboard is bare, the clock is ticking,